I just about knocked those over. And in honor of Martin Luther King Day, I decided that it would be a good idea for our social stylist who had the day off from her day job, and my daughter Demi, who's also our video editor, to do a little shopping and maybe a little bit of thrifting. And I have some really cool things to show you today. And I do have some announcements, so we'll talk about those as we go, and I will also post all of the details in the comments so that you can see and note anything that is important to each of you. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. So we did a couple little thrift shops, and we took a trip over to Target, and I did get a couple of little fun finds. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with them yet. They have these adorable bags in the dollar bin, these cute little tassels on them. It's the tag still on them. So I got that, and they had the matching totes as well. So I think I'm going to, I think I might paint on them. I don't know. I'm going to try it. It's either going to be awesome or it's going to be an epic fail. Either way, I'll be sure to share and let you know how that works out for me. And then we headed on over to our local Goodwill, and I found these adorable, little tiny clipboards. And one of the things that we have going on, fits this art paper, this watercolor paper perfectly. One of the things that we have going on at Harmony Hall, actually starting in June, our second year at doing kids camp. And this year we're doing it a little bit different. It's going to be 2 sessions. There'll be a session from 9 until noon from kindergarten through 2nd graders, and then from 1 until 4 for 3rd through 6th graders, June 14th through the 18th. And it's chock full of really, really fun activities. Marie, who's our creative director, is also a science teacher, so she's got a lot of STEM projects planned. We have some creative art projects that I will be helping with, and some outdoor activities too. So if that's something that you're looking for a camp for your littles this summer, make sure you mark your calendars for that. And we also are starting, we have now tried twice to launch Be Your Selfie, which is for 9 to 13-year-old girls, and it's really about empowerment and being innovative and creative, just finding time for them to be who they are and find, themselves and kind of maybe some of their passions. There's an entrepreneurial component as well as a community component, so it's a really, really cool program. And the one thing that I've said over and over is that our team has planned accordingly, because we don't know what's going to end up or what the stipulations will be on gatherings at Harmony Hall, which is in Adel, Iowa. So we are going to plan a virtual launch as well, and that will be available at the same time. July 12th to the 16th is the Be Your Selfie launch. So you will see it virtually, where they can join as members and get a new art project or creative project or empowerment project or mindful project every single month. There's a whole bunch of fun things in between that they'll be able to participate in as well. So that is upcoming. And in lieu of all of these things, I had to plan some projects, and we're already starting now to plan all of the things that we will be doing throughout the year. The most exciting is happening on February 14th, and that is our To Restore You virtual workshops. And there's a lot of different platforms. One is a creative platform, so we're kicking it off with a journaling workshop. It's $40. There's 7 different lessons inside of that workshop, plus you get $40 of freebies that you will be able to get once you enroll in the workshop. So that's really cool. And then we're looking at a plethora of other topics that you'll be able to enroll in throughout the year as well. And so one of the first things that we're going to do, one of the sessions that I teach, is junk journaling. And so that was my goal yesterday for my trip to the thrift shops. And I'm telling you, the girls were so patient because they had just a couple things that they wanted to look for, and I took a very long time. I was very thorough at the shops today. But a couple of things that I'm excited about that I bought. One was 2 game boards. I told you that game boards are a really fun thing to use for many, many different DIY projects. But this is a game board for Monopoly, and I have already cut that in 2. So I think I'm going to use these as journal covers because obviously they're really heavy. I may use them just as they are, maybe backwards like this. I haven't quite decided yet, but they come in very handy. And speaking of Monopoly, we have money that came in there. This wasn't a full set, so I just took what I could get, and there's a lot of money in there. So I'm going to figure out something to do with this, some kind of DIY craft to do with this, to be determined. And then the last thing, well, no, not the last thing. I also got a Pictionary board, and I'm excited about this one because if you see that, I'm pretty sure I can get 1, 2, 3 trifolds out of it, which I have not done one of those or done a tutorial. So look forward to that in the near future. And then I also had the game pieces from Pictionary and from Monopoly. So I have a lot of uses for these little cards, and I will also be doing a tutorial on, I don't know, 10 to 20 things that you can do with these. This one says, Dave, I flipping love you. Say, you know, get it, Illinois Avenue, mortgage, looking houses. And then this one was just a little Pictionary card. Great for gifts and inexpensive. And then I gotta figure out something to do with these little Monopoly pieces. That's a little thimble, so we'll figure that out. But the really exciting part is all of the books that I got, and you can probably see some of them here. I'm sure if I move these too much, they'll fall right on off. So I'm just going to gently move them so we can check them out. And I forgot this one. I wanna make sure I show you this one too. All right, let's make sure these don't fall. So here's a couple of really awesome tips when you're looking for books or things that I like to use. The first one are these condensed versions of Reader's Digest. And do I need to say more? I mean, the cover itself, it makes it worth it. There are a lot of, you know, fun visual photos in here too, like those that I can cut out. So I'm really excited because I think these look beautiful as journals, bound, and then of course use them, but then putting them on display somewhere on a shelf is, I think, a perfect idea. So I love those. And then let's talk illustrations, because you know that's something that I always look for, and I'm hoping that you guys will be with the blank page. This little cute little book, The Little Chick Story, has just, I mean, the most adorable little illustrations in there. And you can take the words and, you know, use sentences, and I don't know, I love it. And then 2 other ones that I thought were really pretty. This I did, or cute. This one is just sweet because it's got some color in it. It's got browns and the black and whites, and it's got a lot of little prayers and little tips on manners and all kinds of fun things in here. So I can't wait to use that one. And this one is another simply for illustrations. Plus, I love fairy gardens and everything about fairies. So I thought this color palette was gorgeous. So I'm going to try to do a kind of keep this intact, kind of do maybe a garden journal with this using those colors. And I'm excited because I have some close to my heart new papers and products coming in, and I want to use those, and hopefully I'll be able to. So now we're going to take a little trip down memory lane because I kind of only bought these for the exact purpose, or not really for purpose, but because this one reminds me of my brother. We had this book when we were little. In fact, this one looks like it probably was my brother's. And, you know, you can't go wrong with Dr. Seuss, whether it's an old book or a new one. This one happens to be from the 70s, but super, super cute. And then this, when we were growing up, we had the entire series of this. Now, I was only able to find the first one and the 14th one. So I'll keep on looking for those. But anything with some of the original cast and characters on Sesame Street is really fun. And they're larger, so they make a really nice journal, a desktop journal. Maybe this one you wouldn't want to carry with you, but it's pretty sweet. So moving on, as I told you, and I found this one and I was like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. Hopefully you guys can see this. But it's just got really, really neat visuals, so we can cut pieces and parts of pages out. It's got great fonts. So that was one of my favorite finds today. And then my last two, this is by far going to be my favorite project to work on, just because it's got a little mid-century modern look to it. The graphics are phenomenal. I mean, just look at that. So I can't wait to do something really awesome with that. It's just fun. Look how pretty that is. So that color palette's really cool. And then the very last one. This is older than the hills. In fact, I don't know how old because it's so old that the front parts are ripped out of it, but it apparently had some little activity for kids to do. But you can see there's already a notch on it. And so I intend to take this out and use the cover by itself, just because it's really worn and cool and tattered. But inside are 10 pages that are pretty much still intact. And they've got, these kind of remind me of like Dick and Jane, and it's counting to 10. So I'll use those for probably another project. I won't use it in this book, but that was my last fabulous find. And people ask if there is a way that they can actually purchase journals, and I do have some that I will have for sale. I will probably be waiting a little while because our intention is that we have Fresh Finds Adele that Harmony Hall and Riverside, our event venue, hosts. This will be the second year. We have food trucks and artisans and farmers and homesteaders and all kinds of fun things, and live music, and we will be having a vendor booth there alongside all of the others, which we are excited to. We weren't able to do that because we were running around and doing our thing, but that starts June 8th through October 12th. If we do have some journals that we get up and on our website before that, I will definitely let you know. In the meantime, check the comments. Please subscribe to our channel. If you want to know more about what is going on with Meet the Shrods or any one of our businesses, including To Restore You and Harmony Hall, then I would suggest also following at Harmony Hall and Riverside too. And we hope that you have a great day, and on behalf of all of us, take time today, breathe, and just be. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.